Good morning, everybody. Right, let's have a look at these charts then, shall we? Just focusing on Bitcoin. Some of these alts are moving up, some of them are staying the same. They're all waiting on Bitcoin to give us the green light that things are going to be okay. So we're sort of floating around that major trend line, the one from the major consolidation, the one that we've been in since eternity, basically. The rejections that have been taking place above the line have been giving us lower highs each time. So it does, when you see this sort of thing, it's showing a sense of confidence or lack of, basically. So there isn't any bearish divergence leading into this move. So if it does pull back, I would expect a higher low, and I'd probably expect a higher low based on a 4-hourly, and that could happen as early as now based on the 10 exponential. That's where we've been picked up here, and now we're trying it again now. Now, if we do lose this area, then again, it's the same as yesterday, really. There's a lot of supports below us on a lot of time frames. We've got the 20 and the 21 floating around 66,304, 100. So it's much the same as yesterday. And then below that, we've got the horizontal line, which goes back sort of donkey's years, basically. And you can see that we've had a lot of candle bodies over the last couple of days that got supported around that area too. So I like it. I'm more than optimistic. I'm actually relatively bullish on it. It's much the same as yesterday, but based on the daily, the next moving average of any significance is the 7 simple, which comes in at the horizontal, this big purple box, and ever so slightly below that is the 10 exponential, which is 65,000 flat. And then obviously below all of that, there's all of these bad boys. Now, unfortunately, we still haven't had the positive cross of the conversion baseline, which would give us a trend signal. So we haven't got that. They're horizontal. They're literally next to each other. They're sitting within each other, but they haven't made the cross. So we're close to getting the trend signal on the daily, but we haven't yet got it. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a positive cross on the Itchy Cloud the first thing Monday morning. But again, we haven't got that yet either. So everything's still waiting in the balance for the Itchy Cloud to give us the all clear and wait for the trend signal. And that trend signal, when we get it, if it's based on a daily and the weekly at the same time, should be pretty powerful and long lasting as well, actually. So again, you could front run these these setups if you wanted to. If you've got a particular bias of being bullish, then I can understand that. But if you're looking to wait for those sort of signals and setups, then it's probably better to wait. But again, same as yesterday, based on a weekly, the single drive of that bullish divergence on the money flow index normally marks the low. So we obviously got that, sitting around that 50 exponential on the weekly there. So yeah, and as far as time is concerned, it's about that time. I'm not saying because it's October or anything like that, but the consolidation we assumed it would take place throughout the summer. We've seen all of that. It took place. It started in the spring. Hopefully it's going to end now, really, and we've had effectively a whole year of consolidation. We're just waiting to break out at this point. And the breakout, if you were to see it, should take us into the Bollinger Band to start with. So we're talking around 71,000, and then probably to the upper areas towards $77,000. That'll be the initial move. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see a consolidation from Bitcoin at that point, maybe even back down to the mid-60s. All of that's completely possible, but we're speculating at this point before we've even seen a move what the consolidation would look like after the move. Sometimes when Bitcoin breaks out, it literally just goes. It goes absolutely crazy, and you could see this run up way higher than numbers that only feel like hopium. Numbers that get touted willy-nilly, like $100,000 Bitcoin, probably be more than that, to be honest with you. And that could happen quite quickly. So I'm not going to say that that's definitely going to happen, but as far as every aspect of this chart is the same. We're at the resistance. Shorter term time frames could see a pullback only to get bought back up on a higher low, and then effectively once we've managed to get outside of this trend line, outside of this descending channel, that's the consolidation over and the breakout begins, and we haven't really got that yet. I think it'd be much unless you see a move with conviction take place between now and Monday. I think it would be much better or easier to say that, yeah, we're ready to go when we see those signals on the Itchy Cloud on the weekly and on the daily. And if that happens Monday morning, well, I mean, the daily could happen tomorrow, because we've just got to monitor it each day. But the weekly obviously can't confirm until Monday morning. Once you've got those, I'd be more inclined to think that this resistance is actually just going to break, because we've got powerful signals are above all moving averages. And there's no problem with momentum. So Personally, I do think it's going to break, just because of the time aspect, the momentum aspect, and that's basically it. But with some signals on Itchy as well, that would certainly benefit this chart. That's basically it. There's not much more to say. I'm not going to bore you to death with stocks or anything like that. There's really nothing much more to say. Most of crypto, if not all of crypto, is hanging in the balance, waiting to see if Bitcoin can break or if it's going to reject. And that's fair. That is fair. I think it is going to break, but seeing it and believing it are different things. So I'd rather obviously see it, but I'm pretty exposed to the market because of, I buy my own BS really on what I'm talking about. I don't make this channel for anyone really, other than this is what I do each morning anyway. I sit and look at these charts, work out if there's a setup or a trade worth either continuing it or creating. So it's not really for any other reason, just to keep myself company. Well, I'd sort of boil down the charts really to work it out. But once they are boiled down, I do like the look of them. I think they're all right. I generally think it's all right. So I'll leave it there. There's nothing much more to say. Same as yesterday, same as the day before. Pushing resistance. Most likely it is going to break, but whether we have a high low first on a pullback is a different story, or we go straight up. But I'm looking for it to break. Next week will be way more interesting, I think. Right, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.